Doobie doobie doo. Oh, it's Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025, soon be 2026. Numbers. Okay. Oh, now live on my, yeah. Okay. All right. The title of this little tiny, because it's going to be short because I've got to go. Things to do, people to see. Okay. Are you Twitter and bisted? For if you are, smile. Hard, isn't it? When you look out there and it's not what you thought it was. Gosh. Well, not what you thought it was going to be. The thing is, there it is, right? What was it going to be? If you were going to relentlessly pursue some pie in the sky? My friend, online friend Matt, says it, or the cake in the lake. See, that rhymes. So much code you have to use when you're using this so-called public platform. Most of my stuff gets banned. Most of my stuff gets taken down, or I get warnings and bans, or, people don't click on it or like it. I mean, I put out one yesterday and I was chatting away and just doing my thing like I do on this almost every day. And I noticed there was no views. So I went out last night to see some music. It was a fantastic night. Had some fun. But I was being very insular. I was very inside myself. And I was chatting to a friend called Charlie, who's a lovely bloke. And, he said, I sometimes watch your thing. And it's like, well, if he does, and I know he's an older person who doesn't necessarily follow all the clicks and whirs of the modern technology and posts stuff. I mean, he's a great artist, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is I know I get more views, but it's not about me getting more views. It's about me trying to connect with real people. And that happens, But yesterday I did connect. I really did connect. I mean, I connected in a different way, a very different way from normal. And I made a human connection. Actually, I made many human connections, but like the one I'm talking about is by doing nothing, really. I mean, I just sat, tried really hard not to get too vociferous. I have a tendency to do that, talk over people. We all do it. Come on, admit it. It's fine. Why? Because we think we're going to run out of time. Well, we are going to run out of time. We're going to run out of time very quickly. I was listening to another friend talking online, and what's normal is life expectancy of, like, I don't know, 410. It's our human experience. We only live till we die. So many statistics and things that you're looking at, and it's like, oh my god, the life expectancy is dropping. Oh, really? Then why are people pushing things that obviously make your life expectancy less and less and less and less? So it's up to us. It's up to us as individuals, and as individuals, we have to survey that which is near to us. And something that's very near to me, there's a musician, lots of musicians in the area in which I live, Shadow Hills, California, which is on the outskirts, well, not on the outskirts, but it's in the foothills of the Verdugo Mountains and the hills around here. And it's in the valley, but it's part of Los Angeles. I mean, 20-minute drive to Hollywood, 20-minute drive to 10-minute drive to Burbank, California. I mean, I'm right in the heart of Los Angeles, but I'm on the peripheral edges. There are some places that are still very rural, and Shadow Hills is a very rural place. I'm very blessed with having nearby neighbors who are brilliant musicians and artists, lots of creative people. And one of my neighbors, who lives just over on the next hill, but he lives on top of the hill, he just released a song. And I've always admired his musicianship. I don't necessarily like a lot of what he's put out with the group he's in, because he's in a group, but he's released a solo album and a solo single. And the solo single, I think, is joyous. I think it's brilliant. So, yeah, yay to my neighbor. I'm just working on it's not even a redo. I'm being given a new lease of life with my music and art in a very small way, which is good. I want it to be like me collaborating with my neighbors and friends and musicians and artists, and I want to collaborate so as we can open up that flower, that little lotus flower that's all of us. I want to, so I had a beautiful and very talented musician, artist, and dancer called Emma Ivy Dance, whilst I played a live set of music that I was mixing together. And I kind of, on the night, improvised quite a lot, but I improvised my own set out songs that I was going to do. And I kind of improvised on one of them that I hadn't really listened to a great deal over the years. You write something in 2015 or whatever it was, or 2010 or whatever, but it was a dance version, and she danced so beautifully. And then I found an old version of it, so I'm putting a little video together. And there was another artist there called Don Lewis, who's a great photographer, like one of those people who has been around the Los Angeles underground scene of music and taken so many brilliant pictures of so many brilliant people. And he managed to capture what I would call the beauty of the performance by Emma Ivy at this small club where I played this older song called Charlie. It was originally called Charlie Said. There were always connotations about who are you talking about? Is it Manson? Is it Prince Charles? Is it But when I wrote the song, it was about all the people all the time, but it was also about a little PR sort of campaign in England, which was like a PSA, public service announcement, that was put on during children's shows of a cartoon. And Charlie said you mustn't play with fire. Charlie said you mustn't do that. And it was all mustn't do's and should do's and don't do's and do do's. And I was like, God, as a kid, you're being just indoctrinated so much. So it was a bit about that. It was a bit about possibility of having a fucking king. Ridiculous. But it was also about the Manson murders and inciting people to go out and do killing, and then it was about the bigger picture, which is, isn't that what society does? It programs people into killing machines. I mean, it was a, but then the song over the years got mixed in different mixes and stuff. And the most recent mix that I've just put out with this video, with Emma Ivy dancing and Don Lewis taking photography, I really, really enjoy it. And I recognize the work that went into producing it. And, my music partner, Derek Pipper, who was, he was a masterful mixologist and musician and producer, engineer. And we worked together for several years before he sadly lost his ability to hear things clearly due to a stroke. Anyway, I'm going to reissue the song and put out the video, I think, because it was so wonderful, and it was so much fun to do. And now, because I'm being encouraged by the neighbors, the people closest around me, to actually speak the truth from my perception, my truth. But if you get all, in the joke at the beginning, if you get all Twitter and bisted, you get all bitter and twisted. When you get old, it's because your dreams have gone. That's all it is. As you get older, you recognize it's like, I thought by this time we'd all be in love with each other and helping each other and be kind to each other. And it's like, but you mustn't, one should not, if one can help it, end up being bitter and twisted because of your reality is not what your dreams were. And you must continue to dream. This is the thing that people stop doing. They reach a certain age and they go, oh no, we're not supposed to do that anymore. We're old now. Where's my walking stick? I mustn't go to the club. I mustn't go and listen to beautiful new music like I did last night. These are all things that are like preconceived programming and not in conditioning. You're not supposed to do those things. You're not supposed to have fun. You're not supposed to make love, not war. You're not supposed to. And it's like, well, fuck. Just do what you love and love what you do. You only get one big, as far as we know, no real documented evidence, although I do believe that we are eternal beings living a human experience. There's no documented evidence for that, but I have to believe it, because otherwise I'm believing all this nonsense that you're not supposed to be doing this. Well, fuck you, I'm doing it. Get out and make music, have fun, dance, love. So important. Oh, hello. Sorry. Hi. I think okay. It's my friend Conrad Rusa. He is a fucking brilliant man, right? So, but I think art needs also to create wave to pass current barriers. Agreed. I think art needs to create waves, and these waves will automatically, because they're sound waves and they're perceptual waves, and they're all there to help us understand our feelings and to pass these current barriers. That the rules and restrictions around us are so divisive, and we need to unify. So the opposite of division is to unify. So we need to come together, make artistic choices, and love each other, and then that wave will come crashing to shore, and will come crashing to shore, and it'll wipe away all this nonsense. Too many rules and regulations about what you can and cannot do. Woo, I gotta go. I just realized wave of thoughts on the planet and directions are completely new and are getting crushed. Yes, they are getting crushed by some, but they're getting amplified by others. Let's amplify more love, more peace. I have to go. I got to pick somebody up and take them to the doctors. All right, lots of love. I love you, and thank you, Conrad. I'm sorry it was short. This earth is aware. Oh yeah, she'll shrug us off if we keep doing damage to the thing we live on. Then the thing we live on will, just like a dog, shake us off. It's all of us. I love you. Love you, comrade. You're just another person who's just going to make that difference. We all are. Collectively, we all are trying to make a difference. Look out for the new video by Flea called A Plea. It's really good. He's my neighbor. He lives just over the road. All right. Live, love, life. And his plea is my plea.